Oh my goodness, the dialogue just went up, down, north, south, east, and west.
I'm
All over
sure.
my page.
I'm sure. Because although a woman may say that, I have yet to hear one say, somebody may have said it somewhere, all that a man could offer her is sex if she has those things. Now, everybody should be taking care of themselves on that level. So, to say it, for a man to say it, just to flip it because they hear women saying it, why are you doing that? Why are you even flipping it?
It's a question.
But
Why?
why flip it?
Sure.
Why flip it? You're a man,
Mm-hmm.
and a man is designed and placed on this earth to do what a man is supposed to do.
True.
As so a woman,
Mm-hmm.
okay, both to work independently but interdependent upon each other, because each person is going to bring something to the table that the other person doesn't have.
So that was
And
the question.
but that's automatic. Yes, it is.
Not for
You can't.
everybody.
You can't be a woman at all. I don't care how much you. Someone said they may want to be one,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot be one.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot be a man, and I don't want to be a man.
Oh,
I
thought
was
you were
not
going
placed.
somewhere else.
I was not placed on this earth to be a provider for the strength of the world, not just in a relationship. That's not why I was placed here. I know why I was placed here. So I commented on the post, and I clearly stated I wouldn't talk to a man who stated that because we're not compatible if that is your thought process. It doesn't matter what these other chicks say or have said. If she's saying that, then she's not for you.
No.
And you
she's
have to
not.
understand why one would say that. And if women say it often, it's because men feel like women want them, a man, women are looking for a man to take care of them. That's all they're looking for. No, you're supposed to be a provider. And if you're going to want a relationship and possibly marriage, you're going to really have to be the head of the household. And you got to have the right type of mindset that matches that.
Yes.
You don't just
I
say
agree
it.
with that.
You don't just say it. You have to be it. So if a woman is saying, she has her own car, her own house, and she has her own job, she cooks, she cleans, most of the time a woman that is domesticated is going to do that. But we are natural born nurturers. You can only turn that off if you want to turn it off. But a woman is born a nurturer. So if a woman has said that, she has this, she has that, it's probably because she's heard a man state that that's all she wants him for. That's not all she wants him for, but she is wired that way. You cannot turn that off from a woman desiring a man that is a provider and a leader. And as a leader, you're going to take some licks. Any leader, a man or a woman, but a man is supposed to bring that strength. So, for a man to even want to flip it and say this is crazy to me. With the type of woman that I am, my mindset and my morals and values.
Gotcha. Love this discussion. Ooh, this is good. So the reason why it was flipped is because there's quite a handful of men who hear this type of statement being addressed towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe she has been the provider for forever long.
Mm-hmm.
She has to remain independent. Single mother, single woman, just doing it on her own. There's no companion. There's no help me there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need, ladies, to kind of put this back in the gentleman's face if we're doing all this and she's taking care of the car, she's taking care of the house, she's paying the bills. Well, that's kind of the expectation. You're kind of supposed to do that if that's the role that you're given. So there's no need to really throw that back in somebody's face. Really, in reality, the post is just the meme, if you will, is just another way of saying it is ridiculous to hear this. So imagine the male who has to hear this or listen to this on a regular basis, how ridiculous it is for him to hear this type of statement. So if it's ridiculous for a woman to say, well, I can't understand why a man would say this. Well, exactly. Why would anybody make this type of statement? And we're addressing it just as a question. What can you offer? It was really cool to read some of the comments because there's some women out there who recognize this is not only my worth, but this is what I'm willing to share of myself to somebody who already may have the things in place that are already set to be stable in provision in that particular relationship.
But the catch is, what can you offer him besides sex? If that wasn't at the end of that, it would have turned out different. But because the sex was at the bottom of this statement, you're basically saying that is all a woman is worth. So that is why the comments went wild, and then even men were commenting when they weren't even asked to, because it clearly says, ladies, let's hear your views. So then the men were coming in, some of them to stir the pot, because they wanted to stir the pot, but maybe somebody else could have been serious by saying, so what else do you have to offer besides sex? They didn't say the rest of the statement. That's all they said. That is offensive. Because do you ask your mom that? Did you ask your mother, your grandmother, your daughter, your sister, your cousins? That question? You know their worth. You know a woman's worth. And if you don't, and you don't know why a woman was placed on this earth, then that's your issue. So we need to do better with truly understanding our roles, our gender roles. And then you can better understand. I don't have to ask the question of why a man was placed on this earth. It's up to him if that's what he wants to hold up and that's what he wants to be. If he doesn't, then he doesn't.